make it a better place.
Hi everybody, this is Tina with Loving Life's Little Blessings, and welcome to my video today, you guys. I thought I would do a kind of a quick overview of my craft room, office, scrapbooking place. You guys know I've been working on it. I got some new furniture and I've posted on Instagram a few different things, and I have plans to go through this room and share with you guys every single thing that's in every single drawer and box and crate, and I'll probably do that this summer. As you can see, the walls aren't finished yet, and I was gonna wait until this was all completely finished, and I just thought it's probably not gonna happen anytime soon, so this is as finished as it's gonna get for right now. So I'm gonna give you probably just like a kind of an overview of where everything's at. All the furniture is where I want it to be, and I'm settled on where everything is as of right now, and so there's just a few minor cosmetic things that need to be done. So if you're new to my channel, this is my office slash crafting room slash scrapbook room. We spend a lot of time in here as a family. I also spend a lot of time in here by myself working. So this used to be our garage, and so this wall right here is like the outside of our house. It's a stucco wall, and it's, you know, what is basically the outside of our house. And then the rest of it is these walls that we finished out. They weren't insulated and they didn't have like the wood on them. And so we did that, and we turned this space into more living space for our house. So this door right here goes to the outside of our house. It's the front of our house, and then that window looks out to the front side of our house. So when we knew we were going to do this, I designed the room the way I wanted to work. So I knew I needed a filming area. I knew I needed, you know, storage. I knew I would be working in here. So a lot of this stuff is exactly how I wanted it, and I'll kind of go over that if you're new. This wall right here, there's some paper up here right now because I've been trying to figure out a way to inexpensively cover the wall. I can't paint it because it's plywood, and plywood kind of just sucks up the paint, and so I can't paint it. And so this was an option that I had thought about, and it's actually what we're gonna do. I have some wallpaper that kind of just looks like that wood kind of type walling and, you know, wall space, and so that's what we're gonna do. And we haven't had time to do it, basically. So that's how the walls will look. And so that paper is up there because I was trying it out and seeing how I would like it and if it would be in an expensive way to cover the walls. So this curtain and these up here, I have one right here, I made. And a really inexpensive way to create some window treatments is to get flat sheets, either from Walmart or Target, or wherever you pick up sheets. Ross, Marshalls, TJ Maxx often has them for pretty inexpensive. And if you just get a flat sheet, you have a lot of material to work with. So that's what I did. I got one flat sheet, and I made this. And then I made this. This was in my other scrapbooking room, office. And then I created this. And then a new addition is this panel right here. So I just created it with that sheet, and then I added some fabric onto the bottom of it, and, you know, the window treatments as well. So that was an inexpensive way that I did some things. And then a lot of my furniture in here, the majority of my furniture comes from IKEA. So I have the kitchen cart right there. I have two of those in here. You'll see the other one in just a few minutes. The kitchen carts, they were $49.99 when I purchased them. They're like $29.99 now at IKEA. But I've labeled them. I've just taken chalkboard paper and a framelit, and I've cut it out and labeled it. And then this right here is a label that I'm going to be talking about in a future video. And then this is my work area. This is where I film, and this is where I create. So this entire corner right here is going to be all stuff that I use to create. These cubes right here are the Closet Mate cubes. They're 2 6-cube units, and they're just pushed together. And this is where I have a lot of my stuff. Now, I'm not going to go into every single thing. I'll do that in a later video. But this is, I mean, everything that I need to create and work and pull from is right here. So all of my 8.5 by 11 paper by Stampin' Up! Is right here. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and so all of my product is basically Stampin' Up! Now, I wish that Stampin' Storage, you know, Stampin' Storage makes the inserts for the IKEA unit, which I have. It's over on the other wall for your paper. But I wish that they made a dimension that would fit in the Closet Made, because this is something that I did with my paper recently, and I just have foam board dividers there and it works perfect, but I wish I could get the containers from Stampin' Storage, and I wish that they would fit the dimensions of a Closet Mate organizer, because I feel like if I had something more sturdy like what Stampin' Storage has that I could stick into these cubes, it would be perfect. But so that's just where I have my paper. Over here I have another one of those, and I have these, let's see, this box right here, it's just boxes that I covered with paper. They're actually diaper boxes from when we had little kids and diaper, you know, when we had babies and diapers, and I just covered them in paper. And so they basically cost me nothing other than the paper to cover them with, and I would just be getting rid of those boxes anyways. And then I have some of the fabric ones that are right there. So this is all of my stamp sets. I have stamp sets organized like this in these little cubes. I get these cubes from Amazon. Everything will be on my coordinating blog post and linked in case you want to purchase any of these items. But I just take my stamp sets out that I can. Like, these are old photopolymer stamp sets. And I just put them in little plastic bags. And then I can just keep them right here. So that makes it nice. And then you can see like how many stamps that I have in this container, and then they don't take up so much space on that unit. So I have my pink stamper stamps from way back in the day. I'm not going to try to put that back up there, but you can see. And then right here I have like Lawn Fawn stamp sets, and then this is Project Life stamp sets. So I have them organized by, this is the annual catalog, the first like 3 rows here, and then this is sentiments, I'm sorry, and then this is like the mini catalog. So right now it's the occasion and celebrations. When that's over, I'll take them out, I'll get rid of the ones that retire, and then I'll have like the holiday ones will go there. So then in all the drawers, this desk right here is from IKEA. The desk top is from IKEA, and then those are Alex drawers. And I have everything organized in these 2 that are creating related. So I have like my coloring, my clear blocks, all that stuff. And then up here I have my ink pads. This right here was a find at a like a thrift store. I painted it white, and then it fits my ink pads perfectly, and it's just up on the wall. So up top, I have like specialty paper. I have another one of those boxes, and that is all my background stamp sets. And they're just in plastic again, so I just use the plastic to store them, and then it just lets me store more stuff, right? It just lets me buy more background stamps. So over here, these shelves on the wall are from IKEA. This shelf over here has my video camera, so I film right here. Usually the camera I'm holding is up there and I can film. And then these 2 shelves right here, again, these are from IKEA. This right here has some wood stamps that are out, and then these are all Sharpie markers, and then there's some punches right there. That's some glitter tape that I've been using. That's kind of product that's happening right now. And this drawer is current washi tape in the annual catalog, and also backup staples for my mini attacher. So up here is light bulbs. It's daylight light bulbs in that. And then that's just a catalog and just a cute little vase. I don't need to access that much, and so that's why it's up there. When we come over here, this is new to my room. This is my Project Life area. So you can see my album is open, and then I have all of my supplies for Project Life. So this top drawer holds my makeup, actually, because I put on my makeup down here in this room. And then there's just storage for, it's like envelopes and clear bags and stuff for my business. But then over here, I've recently changed out all of these drawers, and they now hold all of my Project Life stuff to work on Project Life. So these labels aren't exact anymore, but you can see like my corner rounder and my tiny attacher. I have a Wink of Stella and a white gel pen. Down here, I have some of my date stamps and my kits from Ali Edwards. So this is where I do all of my Project Life. I can sit here, I can stand. I usually pop in here, throughout the day and throughout the week and work on things. I have like my wood veneers right here. I have a little dish that has like sequins and just some like rhinestones. This is current photos. This is letter stickers. So they go all the way back. And then I have some vellum right here. This is miscellaneous items from Ali Edwards. It's chipboard and stickers that have come out of recent kits that I'm working with. And I really love having all of that easy to access. That's the big thing. So then over here, I have these clear containers. They're $1 at Walmart, so they're very, very inexpensive. All I did was put some designer paper on the front of them, and then I've labeled them. I've taken a framelit and cut it out of chalkboard paper and then wrote with a chalkboard pen on there. So you can see these two are close to my heart. This is close to my heart images. I don't have that many. Then this is close to my heart Project Life stamps. And then this is Ali Edwards and Project Life stamps. And so I can get those down when I'm working on them. This is a Billy bookcase from IKEA. And you can see this shelf holds, like right up here is planner related items, planner goodies. But then all of these are Project Life core kits. I recently shared how I switched over all of my core kits to these boxes, and I'll stick a card up in the top and you can click on that and view that video. But I talk about these boxes, and since that video I have obviously labeled them. So you can see this is Seafoam, Midnight, and the currently core kit. So 3 core kits fit in one box. So that's amazing. They go all the way down, and then I have some core kits down there, and then my planner caddy and a trash can. Under my desk, I just have this right here. The top one has like cords and cameras, stuff that I need to access like regularly. Like there's another camcorder in there. There's my point and shoot camera, a couple cords I need. In the middle drawer basket thing is cards, handmade cards, and they're all holiday related. And then the very bottom one is not vellum, but tissue paper. And then under here is just my paper. So that is a pull-out drawer, hanging drawer thing, and it has my 12 by 12 paper from Stampin' Up, designer paper, and then this is all of my solid 12 by 12 cardstock from Stampin' Up, and then these all just have different projects in them. Nothing has changed with that. They're all just the old projects and different things that I have in those. And then I can also set my feet on top of these when I'm sitting, because this desk is actually counter height, so I can stand at it. So what we did is my husband just built these little like not stools, but like platforms to set my Alex drawers on. And it was real simple to do. And then when he made these so they sit back a little bit. So eventually I can add some pretty trim and it won't be so ugly. Like right now it's just ugly. They're just boards. But eventually I'll be able to add some trim to that. So I can stand. And then I have my chairs that I have are bar stool chairs, and I found them in a thrift store for $10. So I've tried to do as many things as I possibly can inexpensively. The most expensive items in this room have been furniture I've bought from IKEA, and I've done that over 3 years, a 3-year period. The first year was the year we spent the majority of the money to redo the garage. We had to add in the flooring, we had to redo the walls, we had to buy windows and doors. So that was quite a chunk of money. It was about $1,000 to do all of that, and we did all the labor ourselves. And then also in that like $1,000 chunk, I bought the desk, was the first thing that I bought. The tabletop and then the Alex drawers. And these are $79 a piece. But I knew it was really important for me to have this long desk area. It was probably the most important thing for me for this room. And then on this desk, I know I backtracked a little bit, guys. Sorry about that. This shelf right here, I get so many questions about, and my husband built this for me. It is like just the most simple thing you can build ever. I mean, he just took these boards, whatever these boards are called. I mean, he didn't even cut them down. Like, this is the actual length of the board. And he just put the boards together and put dividers in there for me. And in fact, like, there was a divider right here and I took it out because my space changed. And he did this for me like 10 years ago when we first got married, and there was no Stampin' storage. Like, there was no place that you could buy this type of furniture for your crafting room. So he just built it for me, and I just kind of said, well, I want some cubbies for some different things. And it was actually made to be an L shape. So this piece right here was actually at the very end, and it made an L shape, and I had an 8-foot table. With this long area, I just added it to the end here, and that's why I have this piece of fabric up here, is because this isn't attached. So it's just real simple, and then it fits my punches perfectly. It fits my ink pads, my retired ink pads perfectly. And then you can see it just gives me some space to put some things. So then that's the door that goes into our house. And then over here, we have stairs that go up into the house. And then right here is a mirror, and the mirror is there to grab the light from the window and make it brighter in here. And then I have all my Stampin' Up! Badges from over the years. So this is a piece of furniture we just added this year, and this was kind of the chunk of money I spent on the room this year. And it's 2 units. They're stacked on top of each other, and they're from IKEA. And I'll link them. I got the black because, for 2 reasons. It was like $60 cheaper to buy the black instead of the white. And then in our house, we have a lot of black furniture. We have a black wood-burning stove, and we have some cast iron things in the house that are black. And you can actually see this part of the unit from inside our house, from inside our living area, from our living room and our dining room. You can see it, and I felt like it made a nicer transition than something that was like really white. And then of course I have some other items that are black, and here I have my chairs that are black. And then also over here I have a black chicken wire frame that I made. So that's why I went with black. So let's turn back around here. I'm going to speed this up. This is taking a little bit longer than I intended. So this is just the cube unit from IKEA. And this is something I always wanted. From the minute we redid this room, I wanted this unit, and I just had to wait to get it. And I always wanted it to go here. So there's 2 of them, and they're stacked. The first one is the 4x4 square unit, and then the top one is a 2x6 square unit. Now mainly I wanted these because scrapbook albums will fit on these, and that's what I always wanted. Now these boxes were on my closet made cubes that I had here before, and they're too small really for this unit. So I will be getting different boxes for this place right here. IKEA sells some, and they're only $4.99, and they're really sturdy and they're really nice. So I plan on getting those and transitioning everything. All of the bottom boxes are all of my kids' stuff. So one box has crayons and coloring stuff. Another box has stamps and ink pads. So it's the boxes that they get into when they want to do something. The first 3 boxes right here are for the kids' school stuff. So this box is Kayla, this box is Violet, and this box is Andrew. All of their schoolwork that they bring home and projects that they bring home go into this box, and at the very end of the year we sort through it and we decide what we're going to keep. The next 2 shelves will eventually, as I continue to make albums, they'll eventually all be albums. But right now this is older albums that I have done previous to doing the D-Ring albums. And there's a chunk of layouts that aren't even in albums, but that's everything that's there. And then I have plans to do the spines of my albums. I just haven't done that yet. So all of these, starting here, is when I started Project Life and doing it this style, and then they just go here with all of our family albums. These are 2 gift albums I'm working on. That's a mini scrapbook that I did for Kayla. Then these are all of my kids' albums. So the first 2 are Kayla's, and that's 4 different years. And then the green one is Violet's. She has a little mini green album. Then down here is Andrew. So his first year is in a brown album, and then his second year is a mini black album, and then his 3rd and 4th year are in this black album. Then I have my personal progress album that I work on each year. And then there's just some other items, like this is just books and a little tin. This is my card organization. I'll stick a card up top if you're interested in seeing what that is, because I have a video. And then up here are just some items that really are, they're going to be changing. Like all the things in the boxes, I know what they are and I'm keeping all of them, but the storage boxes will change. So then that goes to the side of our house right there. And then this unit right here, I got from Lowe's, and it's a really large cabinet. I'm not even going to open it up because it's not all organized in there, but like my Cricut cartridges are in there. I have business stuff in there. And then up here, these 2 boxes are memorabilia and old photos that I have to go through. The second one, or the first one, is fabric. And then these are all photos that I have to go through and deal with. And then the very top item right there is Kayla's 1st and 2nd grade, all her memorabilia. So all her keepsake stuff. Then we have my desk. I got this desk for $15 at a yard sale. It has my computer on it. It's where I do all of my work. There's work stuff there. I have these command hooks that I've hooked on here, and they kind of hold stuff that like that's the kids' yearbook stuff I need to deal with and purchase, and my cords for my phone and all of that stuff. And then I have 2 screens. So I have a MacBook Pro that hooks together with this screen, and then I have 2 screens for editing purposes when I edit videos and edit photos. Here is just printer stuff and old catalogs and shipping stuff. And then over here is the last part of the crafty part of the room. So I just have retired stamp sets from Stampin' Up! That I'm keeping. I don't have very many that I keep. I get rid of them as they retire. This is all Christmas. And again, any photopolymer stamp that I have, I keep in a clear Avriel bag. And I just put the front of the stamp set, I just put it in the bag, and then the photopolymer piece just slips right in the back, and then that way I can hold more. It allows me for storage purposes. So then my big shot goes right here. My Cricut is right there. This is some miscellaneous gifts and stuff that I've created, like 3D items. And then that's my sewing caddy, and then my sewing machine. Here's my other kitchen cart from IKEA, and at the very top I have all of my die framelits. So these are my thin dies. They are sorted by, this is the occasions catalog, or whatever current mini catalog is out, I have in the front. Then they're organized in alphabetical order. And then I have ones that have retired from Stampin' Up! And then I have holiday, and then I have other companies. And I never get rid of any of my framelits. I keep all of them. And then I have embossing folders right there. I have large dies down below, and then that's actually just miscellaneous. It's stuff I need to get rid of. And then this shelf right here has not been organized really well. I have my cords for my Cricut right there. I have a book I need to return. There's some stamp sets that I don't need anymore. I'm going to be getting rid of them. This basket right here is full of pencils for the kids' school, like seasonal pencils, like spring and St. Patrick's Day and birthday pencils, and it's stuff I put in their treat boxes when I do them. And then down here are just catalogs, the current catalogs, so that when I need to ship out a catalog, I have it. And then that is prizes and giveaways and goodies for my team. And then I just have this right here that is outgoing mail. So any mail that I have goes right there. So that's kind of the overview of where my room is, you guys. It's really, everything is right where I want it. The only thing that's left to do is paint the ceiling and get the wallpaper up on the walls, but everything is organized exactly how I want it. Hi guys, I really quickly wanted to pop in here and share with you this product right here, which is what I use to label a lot of my items in my craft room. I received these markers a couple months ago, and they're chalk markers, and then I also received some labels. And both of these products are linked over on my coordinating blog post, which you can get to by just clicking up in the corner or down below in the YouTube description. So there's two sizes to these markers. Those are the two containers that you're looking at right now. One was a smaller marker, and then one is a really thick marker. They're actually both fairly thick. I didn't actually like using these markers on the labels. The labels are amazing, which are these right here. I loved using them. I used them in several different places in my craft room and on several different surfaces. But these markers right here, the tip of the marker is really thick on both of these. There's a really large one, and then there's the other size. And I'm not really sure that you would be able to use them on these labels well. I mean, it just, when you're writing on the label, there's not that much room to write on them with the tip of the marker being so large. So I try to take the lid off here, but it's a little bit hard to do one-handed. And then you see this is a chisel tip, and you just push down on the tip of that marker in order to get the chalk to flow to it. And then the same thing with the other one. You just push down on the tip of the marker, and then that chalk ink will start to flow to the tip of it. But even the smaller one, you can see the tip is still pretty large. So I just could not write on the label well with that. So I just used a smaller chalk marker from Stampin' Up! That I had, and I used that on the label. But the labels are amazing, and I used them on my kitchen cart from IKEA. I used them on my Project Life boxes. They're repositionable, so well, I don't know if they're technically repositionable, but you can remove them and move them around. I don't know if they're really meant to, but I noticed that I could take them off my Project Life boxes easily, and then I could change them out. So in a second, I'm going to take you over and I'll show you the way they came out on the box. But you can see there's several different designs here, and they stick to the glass and the metal. Right here, I show you that they stick to the wood boxes that I have for my stamps, and then I have a metal 10, I guess it's like a 10 that I used it on. And then also there's another box that I used it on, and that's just a wood finish. And then over here on this box for the Project Life storage, I used them, and I loved them on this box right here. I like that I can peel it off in case I use all the product in that box and I need to change it or fill it with something else. I like that I can just peel it off, and it did not leave any residue or anything like that when I peeled it off. And then once you write on the label, it didn't come off for me when I used that chalk label, the chalk marker from Stampin' Up. It didn't come off. So then you can see I use it on this tin as well. And then the only thing is that I wish that I could get these labels in one design. There was one particular design that I liked a lot, and I wish I could just purchase a package of just that design, and I would totally do it. It's this design right here. I really loved that design, and I would purchase a whole package of just that design if I could. So overall, I really liked the product, and I think I'll definitely get use out of it this summer with the kids when we do some things. And I just storing them in a paper pumpkin box. That's what worked for me. So I hope that you'll check them out. You can purchase them on Amazon, and I will leave the link on my website. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed seeing the overview of my craft room. I have two other videos here for you guys that are a little bit more crafty. I have a card that I made and it was a global design project. It's actually a card sketch. And then I have my January calendar page that I created. And I have not forgotten about my calendar workshop. I had to push it out until this month for April, just because of everything that happened with us last month. So I'll be talking about that more over the next couple weeks. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and I will be back tomorrow to share with you guys my project life week number 14. I hope you guys have a great day.